This is Bukya Krishna, rule number 20951A2130, branch aeronautical engineering. So today my topic is aerodynamics reset revolutionizes truck design. Typical diesel engines used in the heavy duty combination trucks in the US have an average thermal efficiency of approximately 33%. That is, approximately 33% of the energy contained in the fuel is converted to useful energy as measured at the engine output shaft. The remaining 67% of energy is lost to friction in the engine and as heat that is released through the exhaust system or through the engine's cooling system. A small fraction of the useful energy produced by the engine is used by the drivetrain and transmission, and the remainder is used to propel the vehicle forward and run auxiliary loads such as the alternator, the air compressor, and the hydraulic fans. To propel the vehicle forward, the engine must provide enough power after losses and other loads to overcome inertia, gravity, aerodynamic drag, and pant rolling resistance. Once a truck is moving on a level road, the use of energy is different than average conditions. As an example, figure 1 shows the percentage contribution of various energy uses for typical combination truck in the United States operating at highway speeds on a level road. In this case, 40% of the energy contained in the fuel burned by the engine is turned into useful work as measured at the engine output shaft. Additionally, 85% of the useful energy produced by the engine is used to overcome aerodynamic losses and rolling resistance, with negligible losses to inertia and gravity. Components of energy used on a long haul combination truck traveling on a flat road. This is a figure. The counter example to figure 1 is a vehicle accelerating from a stopped position. At the moment it starts moving, the vehicle's thermal efficiency would be less than average condition of more than the half of the useful energy would be used to overcome inertia and gravity, with a much smaller fraction being used to overcome aerodynamic drag and rolling resistance. Since long-haul combination trucks spend the majority of time operating at a high, relatively constant speed, strategies to improve their energy efficiency should focus on reducing rolling resistance and reducing aerodynamic losses, two areas that account for about 85% of energy used in a moving vehicle. These two areas are particularly attractive because a number of relevant technologies are commercially available, and most of these technologies can be used to retrofit vehicles. The power delivered by the engine is finally made available at the drive wheels as propulsive force. The propulsive force or tractive effort available at the contact between the driving wheels and road should be more than the total resistance for the motion of a vehicle. The surplus tractive effort contribute for acceleration, climbing gradient, etc. The total resistance to the motion of a vehicle is by air resistance and rolling resistance. The vehicle drag is a force which resists motion and is due to the deformation of the wheel and the ground, b aerodynamic effects of airflow over the vehicle. First, the deformation of the wheel. The pneumatic tires are most suitable for road transport vehicles. The deformation of tires account for 90 to 95% of the rolling resistance of the vehicle. Aerodynamic forces and moments. The profile of the vehicle is the principal component of aerodynamic drag and is governed by the way in which vehicle disturbs the airstream. Its behavior has been found not to accord with established aerodynamic theory evolved in the aviation, since the vehicle has to maintain contact with the ground. The importance of a good aerodynamic parameter in the design of a vehicle is being increasingly recognized. The designer must have a knowledge of the forces and the laws governing them in order to produce body shapes which will have acceptable aerodynamic characteristics. Considering a car profile as an aerofoil, the streamlines around a car body is shown and below. This is the figure. The aerodynamic forces on a vehicle in a real environment is as shown below. So, therefore, we consider dA equal to half rho v square ACD, where dA is equal to aerodynamic drag force Px units kg of. Rho is air density, v is velocity, A is frontal area of the vehicle. CD is aerodynamic drag coefficient. Lift force equal to Pz. The lift force is a result of the asymmetrical flow of air above the and below the vehicle. The lift force affects the vehicle driving stability. The lift force is measured at the center line of the vehicle at the center of the wheel base. That is Pz equal to of rho v square A Cz units kg of, where Cz is equal to lift coefficient. Side force Py. The side force is formed by the asymmetric flow of air around the body of the vehicle due to cross wind flow. The lateral wind components impose a side force on the vehicle to change its direction. Aerodynamics force and moments. Side force acts on the body at the center of the pressure. Py equal to of rho v square A Cy units kgf, where Cy is equal to cross wind force coefficient. Rolling. The angular oscillation of the vehicle about longitudinal axis is called the rolling. That is shown as below. Rolling moment. The rolling moment acts about the longitudinal axis and is produced by the side wind forces. It has only minor influence on vehicle stability depending on the suspension system. That is Rm equal to of rho v square A Crm into L in kgf dot m, where Crm is rolling moment coefficient, L equal to wheel base. Pitching. The angular oscillation of the vehicle about lateral axis is called pitching. Pitching moments acts to transfer weight between the front and rear axles. The pitching moment is usually negative, that is nose down. This makes the rear axle lift off the ground and further reduce the available traction. The pitching moment arises from the drag, but drag itself doesn't act at the ground plane. The lifting force may not act exactly at the center of the wheelbase. Pm equal to of rho v square A Cpm into L units kgf into m, where Cpm equal to pitching moment coefficient, L equal to wheelbase or characteristic length in meters. Yawing. The angular oscillation of the wheel about the vertical axis is called yawing. It is the vertical moment of the complete vehicle body. So the complete body rises up and down and known as bouncing yang movement. The lateral force caused by a side wind doesn't act at the mid wheel base position. A side wind will produce a yawing movement tending to turn the vehicle away from the direction of motion. Yawing movement is defined as ym equal to of rho v square A Cym into L meters units kgf into meters, where Cym equal to yawing moment coefficient, L equal to wheelbase or characteristic length in meters. Thank you.